Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome back to part 3 of my recent pickups that I got over the last 2 or 3 weeks. This will definitely be the last part. I'm going to try to cram it all into this last video here. I have some vinyl to show, I have some DVDs I picked up, and I have some recent pickups, kind of a mishmash pile here, a variety of different things. And then I have some box sets. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you guys a mask and a signed poster that's going to be a grail, a holy grail piece to my collection. I'm excited to show you guys that at the very end. And before I get into all that stuff, I haven't done a shout out in a while, and I figure this is a long time coming for this one here. I talked to Jarrett, who is Blue for Life. He's a great YouTuber. He's one of the best guys out here in the YouTube community. I'm proud to call him a friend on Facebook and YouTube, and we interact on YouTube quite a bit. He's got a great channel, really good collection. He likes the horror movies like I do, and he gets all the newest, latest stuff like the Scream Factory, Arrow Video. He has a really good collection, and he's an all-around great guy. He's been showing a lot of Christmas videos lately, some of the decorating that he did at his house, and some of the Christmas music that he's been listening to, and it's a treat for me to see that. So go over and check out Blue for Life, and say hi to Jarrett. Check out his videos, give him a thumbs up, spread some of that YouTube love and some of that Christmas love, and give him a sub. Make a new friend, and you will not regret it. He's a great guy. So that is Blue for Life, and his name is Jarrett. And I'm going to link him down below, so you guys can go click that link and go sub to him. Thank you. I guess we're just going to jump right into some of the things I picked up this past few weeks. I'm going to start with the Friday the 13th Deluxe Edition DVDs that I picked up. And these are all films that come with a lenticular slipcover. And I never did have these. I had the DVD box set that came out some years ago, and I never did double dip to get these. I have since sold the DVD box set, and I have the Blu-ray tin that came out. But I wanted to go back and pick these up just to add them to the collection. And this is Friday the 13th Uncut. I'm going to kind of whip through these because you guys know what these are all about. You've seen these before. Just want to show you some of the editions that I have recently. Here's Friday the 13th Part 2. And these lenticulars don't really do anything. They don't change the image. It just gives it kind of like a 3D depth to it. But I still like them. I mean, it's the same image on the DVD. But I kind of like these lenticular slips. They're collectible, and I like to have the Friday the 13th stuff. So here is Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. And those of you who know me know this is my favorite Friday the 13th. Jason was played by Richard Brooker in this film. And I thought that was the coolest looking Jason out of the group of guys who played him. Here's the final chapter. Here's a new beginning. This one looks pretty cool in person. I don't know if it's going to pick up, but the farmhouse is kind of in the foreground, and then the Jason mask is in the background, and it has kind of a depth to it in person. I'm not sure if it's picking up, but it looks pretty cool. Here's Part 6, and again, Jason with the machete is in the foreground, and the mask is in the background. And here's The New Blood. That was a really good movie too. I really enjoyed that one. Jason Takes Manhattan. So that is the 8th and final lenticular slipcover. And in the cellar, I got these on eBay in a lot, and it was a really good price. He also threw this in with it. I didn't really need it, but I'll be glad to take it. And it has a little wear to it, but it was free, so I'm not going to be picky about that. It has Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason, and it comes in these little slim packs here. I'm going to pause it here, guys. I think I have a little dust on my lens or something because it looks like things are coming up blurry. So let me pause that and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hopefully this is a little bit clearer now because it looked like it was a little bit blurry. So I'm just going to jump into this mishmash pile I have here of just different things, kind of a variety of things I picked up. The first one here is from Kmart that I picked up a few weeks ago, and this is the Making a Serial Killer DVD documentary set. It's a 13-part series, and I believe it is a 3-disc set. And this was put out by Mill Creek. And I was always fascinated by true crime and serial killers and stuff like that. The approximate running time here on the bottom says it's 9 hours, 46 minutes. It's color and black and white, unrated. And it's full frame, region 1. And this set came out in 2016, so it's fairly new. And I got it for a really good price. You can see up here in the corner, I got it for $6.99. So I thought for a 3-disc DVD set about true crime, that was a good buy, so I grabbed that. The next one here is, I got this for a really good price on Amazon. I think this was going for about 15 bucks. And anytime you can get a Synapse Blu-ray for 15 bucks, jump on that. This is the special edition, Just Desserts. This is the Making of Creepshow. It's a documentary. And since Creepshow is one of my favorite horror anthologies, I thought this would be a good companion piece to add to my collection, so I was glad to grab this. It's all region, it's unrated, and it came out in 2007. But I believe it was just upgraded to Blu-ray in 2016. So that's, looking forward to checking that out. It has a bunch of special features here. Very fun anthology, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And I also picked up the latest Rob Zombie film, 31. It's actually in my Blu-ray player right now. I started watching it last night. I got about 40 minutes into it and I fell asleep. And it's not because the movie was bad. It's actually pretty good. I was really tired. I was drowsy, so ended up falling asleep to it. So I'm gonna go back and watch it again. And if you liked House of 1000 Corpses or Devil's Rejects or even the remake of Halloween, then you'll like this because it's the same type of style. You know, it is a Rob Zombie film, and he has his own certain style. And I really happen to love his movies, and I like him as a musician. So this is a fun little movie. I already gave away the HD code, and it comes with a nice slipcover here. It wasn't very expensive. I think I bought this at Best Buy, and I don't remember what I paid, but it was under 20, I believe. So I like to add Rob Zombie to the collection when I can. Let's see here, what else can I show you guys? This is the latest Wild East edition. This is volume 56, and this is a Giuliano Gemma double feature of Adios Gringo and Blood for a Silver Dollar. And you can see here that he went under the pseudonym Montgomery Wood, and that was supposed to be kind of his Americanized name. But it was Giuliano Gemma was his real name. And this is spine number 65. And there on the back you can see a couple of the posters for the film. I like to grab the Wild East titles. I'm very close to completing that series. I think I need 3 more movies to complete it, the catalog, and then I think another one comes out in January, so I'll have to grab that one when it comes out. And yesterday I showed the steelbook for this film. I got the Best Buy steelbook. Well, this is the harder to get 2-disc edition. This was a Target exclusive, the Magnificent 7. And it comes with a bonus disc that had exclusive content that was only available on the Target exclusive here, and it has the Making of documentary. And this one is a little bit harder to find now, and I see that people on eBay are really jacking this one up. And when I went and picked this up on launch day, release day, there were only 2 left at my local Target, so I was going to grab both of them. I decided not to. I was going to grab one just to kind of maybe flip it down the road, and maybe now I should have, knowing that these are a little bit harder to find. The steelbook also comes with 2 discs, but that's because it has a 3D disc and a Blu-ray disc. This one has a Blu-ray disc and a bonus features disc. So I think this one is a little more collectible. Glad to have them both. But this will probably be the edition that I watch, and I'm going to keep the steelbook sealed for collectors' purposes. The next one I got here is called Pieces of Talent, and I heard about this one. I think it was Jordan who was giving up 96. I think he was talking about this on his channel. This is a signed edition here. This was the limited edition. It was limited to 150 pieces. I got number 113. And it was signed by the director, who is, let me double check this because I'm not very familiar with this film, Joe Stauffer. So that's Mr. Stauffer's autograph there at the top of the DVD. And then he threw in a little sticker, and it says, "I chose Fits of Horror." And then this is the Blu-ray. I'm not sure if it's a Blu-ray record. Nope, it's the actual Blu-ray, so that's cool. I thought for sure it was going to be a BDR. So glad to pick this one up. This was a little pricey. I picked it up on eBay. I think it was 30 bucks. So yeah, that's a little pricey, but for something limited and signed, I think that's a fair deal. And looking forward to checking that out. I got another signed piece here. I know a lot of people picked this one up, and it's going for a really good price. I think on Amazon it's only 20 bucks, brand new, shipped. If you have Amazon Prime, you get free shipping. So this is The Alien Dead. It's a Fred Olen Ray film. And there you can see it's where Fred Olen Ray kind of half-heartedly signed it. And it's 75 minutes unrated, and it's all region, ABC. And this is another signed edition from Retro Media, which is Fred Olen Ray's company. Glad to pick those up, and I do have all of his signed editions so far. The next one I picked up here, for those of you who follow my channel, you know that I'm a big Great Lakes fan, I guess. I love the Great Lakes. I live right near a Great Lake, Lake Michigan in Wisconsin. And I'm fascinated by the history of Lake Michigan, or the Great Lakes in general, and especially the shipwrecks. And this here is the Ghost Ships of the Great Lakes, and this was put out by National Geographic. So very much looking forward to checking this out. These are very fascinating to me. I like to put these on when I'm in chill mode at night, kind of put it, even in my bedroom, I'll put it on my player and kind of watch it as I'm, getting ready to go to sleep. It relaxes me, so I like to watch those. The next one I got here is a German edition of an American Western the American title is called Soldier Blue. And this is put out by 84 Entertainment in Germany. And this is a 2-disc limited collector's edition. And it stars Candice Bergen and Donald Pleasance, among others. And this was limited to 666 pieces. I got number 570. And the film itself came out in 1970, but this was released by 84 Entertainment in 2015. And it's a Blu-ray DVD combo, and it's about a U.S. cavalry soldier who finds a stranded young female, and they get captured by a tribe of Cheyenne Indians, and they kind of become prisoners, but eventually they start to like the Indians. And when it comes down to choosing between the U.S. cavalry and the Indians and protecting them, well, you're going to have to watch this yourself and find out what happens. But there's a lot of political overtones in this movie. But it is a good movie, and it's visually stunning. It's well acted. It's a good film. The next one I got here is a limited edition of Lake Nowhere, put out by Brink Vision on DVD. I'm sorry, this is Blu-ray. And I'm not sure what this was limited to, but I guess this is a Blu-ray DVD combo, so I wasn't really wrong. It is the Blu-ray DVD combo. And the movie itself is very short, and I did watch this one. It was okay. It's kind of one of those throwback type movies where they make it appear to be like it was made in the 70s or 80s, where they have kind of the crackle in the screen, and it just kind of has like that older style filming. But it was very enjoyable, I thought. It's only 51 minutes long, and it does go by pretty fast. But I feel personally like they just missed a home run on this. I think it had potential to be very, very good, but it just fell short, I think. It was still enjoyable, but I wouldn't rave about it, put it that way. It was good. The next one here is Shane, and if you guys saw some of my previous update videos, you know that I already got a different Shane. That was Masters of Cinema from the UK, and that was limited to 2000. It was a 2-disc edition, and that was out of print. This one is the Canadian edition, and this one is also out of print, but this is the first, or this is the 1-disc edition here. Shane starring Alan Ladd, so I do have both of them now. That's just the collector in me that likes to get the little things like that. I do like to double dip, triple dip. That doesn't bother me. But that is Shane from Canada. The next one I got here is from Vinegar Syndrome, and if you watched any of my update videos yesterday, you saw that I got the Code Red DVD of Death Machines. Well, now I have the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, and this is the one I'm going to be watching. I'm going to keep the Code Red one sealed. And this movie originally came out in 1976, 93 minutes, all region ABC, and this is the Blu-ray DVD combo, and it does have some special features here. Not going to get into all of that because I'm kind of running out of time a little bit. I do have a lot more things to show. So here's another Code Red title that I picked up. This one was pretty inexpensive. This one you can find pretty cheap on eBay. I think I paid under 15 for this, or right around 15 maybe. This is Jules Verne's The Fabulous Journey to the Center of the Earth, the extended European version. That's some pretty good cover art there. Incredible Adventures in a Fantastic World. That's Code Red Spy number 2. And this is rated G. It does have that stop motion charm to it. And there's the disc. And here's my, I believe this is my eBay sale. Yeah, there it is right there. I picked it up before. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it came to $13.75 with shipping. So I think that's a very fair price for a Code Red title. So if you're interested in this title at all, go ahead and check out eBay. I'm sure you can find that really cheap. The next one here is another spaghetti western. This one is called Duck You Sucker, aka A Fistful of Dynamite, starring James Coburn. And this one was really cheap too. This is the unrated edition. It does have some special features here. This is the restored and remastered version, 157-minute film. And it was the version that was not originally shown in the US theaters. So that must be the complete uncut. Duck You Sucker, A Fistful of Dynamite. And the next one I picked up, I noticed a lot of people were doing their Christmas horror movie countdown. And there were a few people that showed this off, and I have never seen this movie before. And I want to start collecting the Mondo Macabro DVDs and Blu-rays. So I thought I'd pick this one up. I saw a couple people reviewed it, and they said it was pretty good. So I was happy to pick this one up. Don't Open Till Christmas from the producers of Pieces. That's kind of a tongue tie there. Unrated edition. This was put out in 2011 by Mondo, and it was originally a film from 1984. So I do like the holiday-themed horror movies, and this one looks like it's great. From what I heard, it's a pretty good slasher, so glad to have that one. I also picked up a Criterion that's out of print, and this is called Traffic. And this is Criterion Spy number 151. And I think I got this for under 20 bucks as well. Brand new sealed. It's a film from 2000, 147 minutes. Region A. And it says Traffic examines the question of drugs as politics, business, and lifestyle with an innovative color-coded cinematic treatment to distinguish his interwoven stories. Steven Soderbergh embroils viewers in the lives of a newly appointed drug czar and his family, a West Coast kingpin's wife, a key informant, and police officers on both sides of the U.S.-Mexico border. So that sounds like a really good, interesting film. So I was glad to pick this one up. And this one is out of print, so if you guys want to grab this one and add it to your collection, pick it up now while the price is low, because I think I got this, like I said, around 20 bucks. Brand new sealed, but eventually it's going to go way up in price. Got another Disney film today in the mail. This is Finding Dory. I picked this up from Zavvi. This is the Steelbook. And this one's going to stay sealed. I do like to keep all my Disney Steelbooks sealed. And if you watched my video yesterday, you know that I picked up the Lenticular cover Amaray case. And that will be the viewing copy. This will just be collectible. This is the 3-disc edition. It has the Blu-ray 3D, and it has the feature film plus bonus materials. And the second Blu-ray is the feature film plus bonus. Trying to figure out what the third disc is. It says it's 3 discs. Maybe the third one is the DVD. I'm not sure. Oh no, okay, I'm sorry. It has the Blu-ray 3D on one disc. The Blu-ray has the film on the second disc, and the bonus features are on a separate disc. So that's the 3 discs there. I thought that's a pretty cool looking steelbook. So I was glad to add that to the collection. Got that on Zavvi. The next one I picked up here is an Adam Green TV series. It only lasted 2 seasons. I do have the first season already, and this is the complete second season. It's a fun little show. I am a big fan of Adam Green, and this was a series that they had on Fear.net or FearNet. It was an original TV series. It was very short-lived. It's a comedy horror, comedy gore type show. And I thought it was really good. And this one came out in 2014. The first season came out in 2013, I believe. And then after the second season, they stopped making it. Well, this Blu-ray is from Image Entertainment, and this is the complete second season with a running time of 240 minutes. I do recommend checking this out for you guys if you like comedy horror. You can probably find these episodes online or on Vudu or any of that kind of stuff. Netflix maybe has this. But if not, you can always get the seasons on Blu-ray, and they're very cheap. 10 bucks or less a piece, I think, per season. So it's a fun season, fun show to watch. Here's a movie I never heard about until I was watching, I can't remember what movie I was watching a couple days ago, and I saw that they had the preview for this film, and it looked really good, and it was kind of like a suspenseful sci-fi type film, and it looked like it had to do with kind of like the human cloning. John Cusack he's a great actor. I really liked him in Identity, and he was really good in a lot of things, but he's a good actor, and Samuel L. Jackson always gives a great performance in any movie he's in. And this movie is based on a Stephen King novel. This is the Blu-ray Digital HD. John Cusack is a father searching for his son, and there's a lot of hoops he has to jump through to try to find his son. And from what the preview was, kind of a teaser. It doesn't really give you a whole lot of information. It kind of leaves you guessing. But from what it seemed like, when he does find his son, something is quite not right. So I'm looking forward to jumping into this one. I will probably watch this at some point this weekend. So this one is put out by Lionsgate. It does have audio commentary with director Todd Williams, which is kind of funny because my name is Todd William. My middle name is William, so I know I'm just going to love this one. All right, here's a movie that I never heard of before, and I started watching. I've never been a subscriber to any of those monthly horror box of the month type clubs or whatever those are, but I do like to watch the unboxings of those, those box of the month club things. This one was an unrated horror pack limited edition called Knucklebones, and when I saw a couple different unboxings of this, I felt like I wanted to go grab this one, but I don't want to subscribe to anything. So I went on eBay and I picked this up for 20 bucks. And this is the horror pack exclusive. Now, I'm not sure how many copies were made, but this one's still sealed. And I think that is a really good concept that horror pack has, that they give exclusives in their subscription boxes. So this may be one that I look at down the road. If I ever do decide to get a box of the month, it'll probably be the horror pack, because I like that idea that they give exclusives. The next one here is another Western, but this is a U.S. Western, and a lot of people say that this is their favorite American Western. Well, my favorite American Western is The Outlaw Josie Wales, starring Clint Eastwood, and my second favorite one is Rio Lobo, starring John Wayne. But I do look forward to checking this out. This is Olive Signature, and this is a really nice edition that they put out, because they have like a slip box where the Blu-ray comes out of the side here instead of a slip cover going out the top or the bottom. I think this looks really, really nice, and they have a bunch of special features here, and they call it the Olive Signature series. And this is a film from 1952, and I'm looking forward to jumping into this one as well. So that is High Noon, starring Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. Really nice little edition here by Olive, stepping up their game to try to compete with some of the big boys out there. The next one here is a Rob Zombie. This is kind of like a concert movie. It says here it's the Rob Zombie, the greatest horror show of them all. On stage, the Horror Zombie Picture Show. And this little red sticker says it's a blistering set of 16 Rob Zombie classics. So I'm very much looking forward to checking this out. I do love Zombie's music and his movies. I'm a big fan. This was put out by Tommy Boy Records. The next one I picked up here was another one that I saw in a preview before a movie I watched, and it was called Chain Letter. And I bought this one used for $3. So even if it's crap, I didn't really gamble too much for a blind buy. This one's put out by Image, and it's called Chain Letter, and I'll just read a little bit about it. On the back, it says, "Your name is next. 6 high school friends are bound together again by a sinister chain letter, passing into their lives through emails and text messages. If the deadly letter isn't passed on, the recipient faces a grisly, unexpected death, and nothing can stop it. As time runs out and the deadly letter's rules become more challenging, the survivors must untangle this chilling secret or die trying." So it sounds pretty good. And again, for $3, I can't go wrong. I'm just trying to find some new stuff to watch. I haven't really been wowed by a movie in a while, so I'm hoping that some of these blind buys are pretty good. The next one here I picked up is Terror Tales Volume 2, and this is the only one I didn't have for this series. Now my series is complete. There was a Voodoo Tales Volume 1 through 4, and now there's Terror Tales Volume 1 through 4. And for some reason, Volume 2 is very pricey and hard to find. I don't know if it had a more limited run than the others, but I mean, I've seen this one go up to 50, 60, 70 bucks just for this DVD here. I bought this one for 15, and it's brand new and sealed. It was on my wish list for a long time, but I've been slowly but surely whittling my list down, so now I'm down to the ones here that I'm picking up recently. And I do like that cover, though. They tried to go for there was a comic book series in the 60s called Strange Tales, and they try to replicate the covers on some of those. And these horror, the Voodoo Tales and the Terror Tales had really nice cover artwork. The quality on these movies is it varies a little bit. I mean, some of them are pretty poor quality, some of them are decent. It looks like VCR, VHS rips, but they're fun movies. I mean, this one here has 2 films on it. It's Dr. Vampire and Death Kiss are on that little set there. So I'm glad to finally complete that. The next one here is another spaghetti western that finally got an official release in the U.S. This is called Blind Man, and this came out in 2016. It stars Ringo Starr and Tony Anthony. And from what I heard, the transfer looks pretty good. I don't know if it'll ever get a Blu-ray release. I assume at some point it will. But it says here on the back, Grindhouse meets Italian Western, and the director was Ferdinando Baldi. And I think this is kind of a ripoff of the Zatoichi movies, where the the protagonist was a blind man, and this is kind of in that same vein, I think. You know, the hero of the film is blind, so I guess he's kind of a blind bandit or bandito or whatever you want to call it, whereas Zatoichi was a blind swordsman. And here's a couple titles I picked up from VCI. And the first one here is a movie that I really enjoy. I know it's not a great movie, but it has a certain charm to it to me. It has a kind of a gritty, low-buck, dark, atmospheric setting to it. This is Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, and I have memories of renting this in the VHS store. And these are the kind of movies that jump out at you as you're walking down, up and down the aisles, looking at stuff that has, you know, covers like this pull you in, and the title. This is the reversible cover here. I prefer this artwork over this artwork here on the inside. I think that is kind of cool, that artwork there, but I prefer that one. I just think that one looks a lot better. But I watched this last week, and it looks really good. They cleaned it up really nice. Comes with a little 2-page pamphlet, I guess, and then there's like a little art card here on the back of this. It kind of shows some of their previous titles. So I thought that was a good pickup. And this is the first time I owned this on Blu-ray. And the second one here is the same exact movie, but this is the 35th anniversary exhumed edition on DVD. And the reason I got this one is because it was very, very cheap on their website. They had a Black Friday sale, but it was extended for like a couple weeks after Black Friday. And some of the prices were just very, very low. And this is a DVD that I used to own back in the day when it came out. And I really did enjoy the edition, but I sold it at one point, and then I kind of regretted it, and then finally I saw it so cheap I decided to grab it again. Just the collector that I am, I like to have all the different things, and this one does have some special features, but if I remember correctly, I think every special feature that was on this edition was ported over to the Blu-ray, so there's no reason for, you know, for anybody else to double dip unless you really want to. The only reason I did is for nostalgic, you know, reasons. I used to have that one, so I wanted it again. But everything that's on the DVD is on the Blu-ray, and I think there might even be a couple more things on the Blu-ray. So if you're going to get the film, you'd be better off just getting the Blu-ray. So that is Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. And the director of the film, who was Alan Ormsby, was also the star of the show, and I thought he played really well. Played a really good part. The next one here is a Dario Argento film, The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I do have the Arrow Video slipbox edition, but I wanted to grab this one. This is the uncut widescreen. I think this one might be a little more uncut than the Arrow Video one. I'm not exactly sure. This Argento film from 1970, and it's a good giallo slasher film. This was in Argento's heyday here. This is when he was making his best stuff in the 70s. I'm really hoping that he puts another good one out soon, because, you know, time is getting short. He's got to be getting up there. He's probably in the 70s by now, so I'm hoping he puts a really good one out before he's all done. And the last one here from VCI is The Night Visitor. And I know nothing about this film, but again, it was very cheap, and I'll read you guys the synopsis here on the back. It sounds really good. It said, The Night Visitor is a powerful gothic The Night Visitor is a powerful gothic suspense tale of a man wrongly accused of murder and committed to an asylum for the criminally insane. While imprisoned, he makes a series of incredible escapes to methodically wreak vengeance on those responsible for putting him there. And it also has a brand new 2016 commentary by noted author and filmmaker Bruce Hollenbeck. So I'm looking forward to checking this movie out. If any of you have seen this one, comment below and let me know what I'm in for. But please, no spoilers on that. Show you guys some of the box sets I picked up, and then I'll show you the vinyl I got, and that'll be it for this one. Or actually, I'm going to show you guys a mask and a signed poster at the end. So the first one I got here is one that was on my wish list for many, many years, and I just never pulled the trigger because it was always very pricey. But now, since a lot of these movies have been put out on Blu-ray by Arrow Video, these box sets are going down in price. So I ended up picking up this Bava Collection Volume 1, and it comes with Black Sunday, Black Sabbath, The Girl Who Knew Too Much, Knives of the Avenger, and Kill Baby Kill. And this is a really nice set. It's in like brand new like condition. I did buy it used, and I got it for a great price. It comes in these slim pack here, these slim cases. I'll show you guys the art really quick. I love these box sets. I wanted this for so long. I'm so glad to get these for a decent price, because for the longest these were going for like 60, 70 bucks. And it's probably worth that, but again, since they're all these movies are put out on Blu-ray, pretty much, not all of them, but pretty much most of the good ones, the best ones, are on Blu-ray now. People are willing to get rid of their DVD sets for cheap. So that is Bava Volume 1, and then to follow that one, I have Bava Volume 2. And this one comes with Lisa and the Devil, House of Exorcism, Bay of Blood, Baron Blood, Kidnapped, Roy Colt and Winchester Jack, which I'm really looking forward to checking out. That's another spaghetti western. And it has $5 for An August Moon, 4 Times That Night. This one has 8 films. And it's the same style here, where it has the slip box that comes out, and then it has the slim pack movies here. Just kind of go through and show you the covers. Try to do this pretty quick. Kidnapped. Here's the spaghetti western. This one's called Roy Colt and Winchester Jack. That will probably be the first one I check out. I've seen a lot of these already. I've seen Lisa and the Devil. I've seen Bay of Blood. Those are all released by Arrow. I think I've pretty much watched every one of Bava's films. There are a couple I haven't seen. But he was a visionary. He was a very good director. One of the best. Don't know why I'm having such a hard time here. I may just put this off to the side and feel like I'm wasting valuable time here. Sorry about that, guys. And another box that I picked up is one that's been on my wish list for many, many years, and this is the Midnight Special, put out by Time Life. And this has, I'm not sure if it's the entire series, but it's an 11 DVD set. It has 130 songs plus 5 hours of bonus features, including brand new interviews, exclusive featurettes highlighting the history and legacy of the show. It has performances by AC/DC, Aerosmith, Alice Cooper, Steely Dan, ELO, Heart, Hollies, The Kinks, Van Morrison. I remember watching these as a kid, and I really liked the Tom, what was his name? I think Tom Petty was on here, wasn't he? But they had, the Bee Gees were on here, REO Speedwagon, Doobie Brothers, a lot of, yeah, Tom Petty was on here, Gordon Lightfoot. All the classics from the 70s are in this set, and it has kind of a feel, like a throwback feel to it, and I love this kind of stuff. I'm not exactly sure if this is the whole set, though, but it is a big chunk of it, at least. It has one digipack and 2 Amaray cases with music on it, so I'm looking forward to checking those out. And then the last box set that I got was at Best Buy a couple of weeks ago, and this is the entire Harry Potter 8-film collection, 2-disc special edition steelbooks. And a funny story about this, I didn't even know that Best Buy was re-releasing these, because these came out a couple of years ago and they were sold out fast. And then people were selling them on eBay for over 200 bucks, 250. And people were paying that, and I just wasn't going to pay that much. Although I do love the series, I didn't want to pay that much for it. And about a week or two before I luckily found this, I kind of stumbled on that. I wasn't even looking for it. I made an offer to a guy on eBay. He was selling it for, I believe it was 200, and I made him an offer. I think it was like 160 or something like that. And he responded to me and he said, "Why would I do that?" You know, he was kind of shitty about it, kind of, you know. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So he declined it, and I didn't make another offer. Well, I found this at Best Buy like a week later for 99 bucks. So I came out on top on that one. This one has all of the steelbooks from the films, and it also has the digital HD for all the movies. And this is a Best Buy exclusive, and it comes in that little, it's like a little hard shelf, kind of like a little bookshelf style. And there you can see what comes with this set. I really do love the series, and I think I've seen them all except the last two, so I'm looking forward to going through and checking all these out. And I thought it was a great price for me for 99 bucks, although it is pretty expensive to get 8 steelbooks in this little collector's case. It's really not that much if you kind of price them out. It comes out to be like about 12 bucks a piece, I think, if you do the math. Something like that. And I'll go through the vinyl that I picked up over the last few weeks. First one here is a Charles Manson LP. And this is kind of like archival music that Manson made while he was in prison. And he was in Vacaville. And it says here that the album was recorded by Charles Manson while he was incarcerated. Manson sings and plays the guitar. The tape was made under imperfect conditions and given to his friends on the outside, so technical limitations will be apparent. I have heard some of these before. People have made CDs out of some of the early recordings by Manson, and they don't sound the greatest, but I think it's more kind of a collectible piece than anything else. But I thought that artwork looked pretty cool. It's the Charles Manson. It's called Walking in the Truth, if you guys are interested in checking that one out for yourselves. And you can find a lot of his music on YouTube. If just, type in Manson sings or whatever, and you'll see just exactly how imperfect the conditions are. I'm going to save this one for last because I'm very, very proud to finally get that piece. This is kind of a grail piece to my collection, so I'm going to wait and show you guys that here in a second. Put that off to the side. The next one I got is from Waxwork, and this is their latest release, The Howling. This is the vinyl soundtrack. It is the definitive 1981 film score by Pino Donaggio, expanded and remastered for vinyl. This is the 180-gram colored vinyl, and I'm not sure what color I got. I think they were all the same. I will have to slice this open. I'll show you guys that maybe in a different video. But for now, I'm just going to kind of go through and show you guys what I got. Maybe I'll make a quick video after this one and just kind of go through and open these up if you guys are interested. If you'd like to see the inside of these covers here, just comment below, and if I get enough comments, I'll open these up. Otherwise, I'll just probably leave them sealed for now until I decide to listen to them. The next one here is the Iron Giant. This is a two-piece. There's 2 LPs in here, and they're both 180-gram vinyl. And this is a great movie, and I just recently picked up the Blu-ray box set, so this is kind of a nice little companion piece to the film. And it's such a good movie. If you guys have never seen The Iron Giant, do yourselves a favor, pick this up and check it out. Whether it's on DVD or Blu-ray, pick this up and watch it. It's a very, very good movie. Very good film. And from Death Waltz, I picked up Absurd, starring George Eastman. This is one I've wanted for a while. Finally decided to pick it up. I have a feeling this one's going to be out of print soon, so I grabbed it now. I think I paid $30 for it, which is a lot of money, but if it goes out of print, it's going to go way up in price. You can see some of the images from the film. And this was Absurd is a sequel to Anthropophagus, which was also played by George Eastman. And then the last LP I picked up is the Metallica box set. This one is called Hardwired to Self-Destruct, and this is the deluxe edition. It comes with, there's 3 LPs in here, and a bonus CD with 12 songs. It has a litho set and 8 buttons, plus a digital download. So I was happy to pick this one up. And again, if you guys are interested in me opening up any of these vinyl albums, just comment below, and if I get enough comments, I will shoot a quick video for those. But here's my holy grail for the LPs for this, probably for a while. I don't know if anything's going to top this. Take the little sleeve off. This is the Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. This is the 3D lenticular cover. I already do have the regular cover, but the 3D lenticular cover was very limited and it sold out fast, so I picked this up. I don't know if it's really going to do anything for you. It just has kind of like a depth to it. It doesn't change the picture when I tilt it. but it does have like the hatchet and the hand are kind of coming out at you. I'm not sure if it's picking it up, but this particular edition was signed by Harry Manfredini, who was the composer of the soundtrack, and he signed it in silver marker, and he even drew kind of like music bars, like a score bar here. So that was really nice. And not only that, when you open it up, it's signed by Ghoulish Gary Pullen, who was the artist for this soundtrack. So there's Ghoulish Gary Pullen's signature, and there is Harry Manfredini's signature. And Harry Manfredini was the composer of all the music on this album. So there you can see album art by Ghoulish Gary Pullen and music produced by Harry Manfredini. So that is my Grail piece, because part 3 is my favorite Jason, my favorite film from the series, and now I have the soundtrack signed by two guys that had a lot to do with this release here. So, alright guys, I'm going to pause it for a minute, and I'm going to show you a mask that I got from Chris, who was Cannibal Reviews, and then I'm going to show you a poster that he also sold to me, which is now one of my favorite pieces of my collection. So stay tuned, and I'm going to bust those out for you. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm going to have to kind of hustle here because my battery is running low. But here is a zombie bust mask from Fulci's City of the Living Dead. And check out the detail on that. I don't know how well my camera is going to pick that up here. But this is a really cool mask from City of the Living Dead. And this is not going to be a mask I wear. I'm just going to display this piece. But I thought that was really cool. I got it for a good price from Chris over at Cannibal Reviews. The detail looks really nice, and it has that latex smell, and it kind of brings back memories as a kid wearing Halloween masks. But I wanted to show you that one, and I'm going to pause it one more time, and I'm going to show you guys this poster I'm really excited about. So hold on. And there she is. That right there is an original Day of the Dead poster from 1985, and it has George A. Romero's signature on it. It says, "Stay Scared, George A. Romero." And this one is original from 1985, and it's a 27-inch by 41-inch movie poster. Now I'm going to have to figure out a way to get this framed. But that is a beauty, and that is now one of my favorite pieces of my collection. I'm very happy to have that. So that's what I'll end on this video on, guys. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Leave any comments down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Blue for Life. I'm going to leave his link down below. And before I go, I just want to say I wish all you guys have a Merry Christmas and a positive 2017. I hope good things happen for all of you guys out there. Look forward to hearing from you guys. If you want to see those LPs unboxed, let me know and I can do that. I can make a quick video if you'd like to see those. Otherwise, I know I've been talking about this for a while, but I do have some Wild East I'm going to show. I want to do like a collection overview of those at some point. And then I have some old-time radio box sets that I was going to kind of go through. I'm not sure how much interest I would have on that, but I do have some old clamshells with cassette tapes from the old-time radio from like the 30s and 40s, the heyday of radio back in the day. I have some pretty nice sets for those. I was going to show those off. But now I'm kind of rambling, guys, so I'm going to get out of here now. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.